Why are we talking all of a sudden about landing on the moon? Why all of a sudden are so many people talking again about that great trope, that story about whether it's all been a joke? Some big fraud, some big pretend event that everybody was duped into thinking, that was contrived and brought about because of the fact that John Kennedy said before the end of the decade, before the 60s elapsed, we would land a man on the moon and return him safely. Everybody on the planet shared in this triumph. And now we're dusting off this crazy meme, this tropism from the lunatic conspiracy theory set that it didn't really happen. Why? And why is that important? And why is it critical for us as a society to celebrate people daring to, again, readdress, dust off, reconfront, reanalyze things and ideas which were theoretically, manifestly agreed as being determined? It drives them nuts. And while I don't really have an opinion per se as to the sagacity or the sapience of those who bring up this information, I will tell you something. Unless and until you listen to why people have distrusted and disputed and disbelieved the notion, the trope, the meme, the idea, the narrative of landing on the moon, unless you hear what they have to say, you're not in a position to say anything really against it. Unless you know what the evidence is and what it's not, you're not in the position of being able to address what it really means. Just because everybody says something is true doesn't mean it is true. And I'll go one step further. If you want to really guarantee something that you're saying which is incorrect, start repeating what everybody else is saying. When everybody agrees with you, something's wrong. Something's wrong with what you're doing. Something's wrong with what you're advancing. Something is wrong with what you're even suggesting. If everybody agrees with you, if everybody says, oh, of course, it's absolutely true, and if you join the groups and the passels and legions and brigades of citizens who also don't question anything, something's wrong. Something's really wrong. Now, I'm not necessarily advocating reopening, readdressing, one way or the other, but it makes my heart happy to see citizens say, excuse me, we will tell you when we are done with this story. We will tell you when we're through with this. And people like Joe Rogan and Tucker Carlson, they decide, you know what? We're going to talk about this again. Or not just necessarily that, but Darwin, natural selection, evolution, intelligent design. Oh, I love this. The existence of God. You have no idea. And the reason why, let me be clear, the reason why I want the alleged, the putative powers that be to understand something. You will not tell us when we can bring something up. You will not tell us when we are allowed to discuss something. Whether it's JFK, 9/11, RFK, moon landing, Vietnam, Watergate, evolution, the existence of God, atheism, even the official Israel-Palestine narrative, whatever it is. If we want to talk about it anew, we will do so. And there's nothing you can do to stop us. And what makes this possible? How do we accomplish this? By availing ourselves of an unfiltered, uncluttered, unfettered, free and open platform for dialogue, namely this: resist any move on anyone's part to limit free speech via digital platforming, especially if you're TikTok. Especially if people say, oh, no, TikTok is different because, you see, TikTok is a Chinese platform that is involved in pulling American data and American information and compromising American privacy and the like. It's different. Facebook doesn't do that. Twitter doesn't do that. Dare I say, this platform, they take no particular aspects, ounce, dram of from your world. Of course not. That doesn't happen. I can't say this enough. Question everything. Question things that you think don't even need questioning. Reevaluate, recommit yourself to the position of evaluating anew and again something that you thought was absolutely axiomatic, apodictic, chiseled in stone. Absolutely, the existence of God, life after death, whatever it is, keep questioning it, especially if everybody agrees with you. Trust me when I tell you this. You don't want to be in the position where everybody agrees with you, or even worse, when you agree with everybody else. All right, dear friend, subscribe to the channel, like it, you know the routine, and comment as you see fit.